This is a Boss 101 video for men and young brothers. Ladies, if you decide to watch this video, keep your negative fucking comments, disagreements, and but men, they keep all that shit to your motherfucking self. This is not the time and place for it. This video is for men. Understand that very early. I put this out at the very beginning because we know women hard of hearing and a lot of times hard of reading too. They just have to interject and say some whole other shit like, well, even though I didn't watch all the video, I just decided to come in. Well, this shit is right at the beginning. So if you cannot come in, sit your ass down and listen, then ain't no point you even being here. Because we're not trying to goddamn argue with y'all. This is Boss 101 shit. This is for the men. I put it out here early. And we out. So, I had a brother send me a message, man. Having some relationship issues. Let me just say this before I get into this. If black people ever decide at any point to care as much about the liberation of the black mind, to care as much about raising their children with pride as we do about relationships, dick, pussy, all this shit like that, obtaining both and getting, if we ever decide that, we will be a motherfucking force to be reckoned with. Mark my motherfucking words. We are so very focused on motherfucking relationships and getting answers about relationships. And what do I do here? And how do I do this? And if I want this type of person, what do I need to do? And you know, it's y'all, boy, it kills me. But nonetheless, I'm here to help. Now, this brother sends me a message, and I find it so funny when dudes send me messages and they kind of preface it with, well, you seem like you get a lot of women and you understand women. Listen, I guess that's some type of compliment, but let me tell y'all something. I'm 36 years old. All right, I got kids and shit. It doesn't matter, and you will understand this when you get older. Hopefully you understand it faster than, you wait till you're 60 years old to get this shit. It matters not how many women you can get. It matters none. It may look like it does when you're young, but when you get older and you start looking over your motherfucking body of work, you will see that it all amounted to shit. I promise you, you will. I promise you, you will. I guarantee that. That's a Perkins promise right there. I promise you. It means nothing. Because you done did all that. And you grown now. And any grown man is still sitting around, tooting his own horn about how many bitches he can get and all this shit like that. That motherfucker is trash. What you need to be doing, my nigga, is, and I'm sure with all them bitches you've been fucking, you got some kids, go master that shit. Master being a father. It's more fulfilling, I promise you. And it'll get you more long ways than it will you running around fucking with women like that. There ain't nothing coming from it, bro. Headaches. Headaches. That's all it's gonna get. Nerve-wracking headaches. No need for it. But nonetheless, this dude hit me up. He said, Rob, I got some issues, man. I respect you. You seem like you got it down packed. I don't. For anybody else who believes this, I do not have it down packed. I had the same type problems that everybody else got. Motherfuckers get on my goddamn nerves. Period. But he says that I got a woman. I've been with her now for about 5 years. All right. Brother been with her for 5 years. Says that, they kind of got together through another friend. Said they met up and they hit it off immediately. Everything was cool. Everything was good. But there were early signs that she had a goddamn attitude problem. She'd been in some bad relationships, had issues trusting men. And he said that, you know, he kind of dealt with it because she's so pretty. She's so sexy. A lot of y'all men do this shit. A lot of us do this shit. I'm not trying to separate myself. A lot of us do this shit. We'll allow a woman's physical attributes to overshadow her telling you, nigga, I'm crazy. I'm throw. But he said he wasn't really worried about it because he don't conduct himself that way. And to this day, he said he never cheated on her. Never told her no type of lies involving bitches. Nothing like that. Good, clean record. Good brother. But he said no matter what he does, no matter how good he is, no matter how consistent he is, that crazy shit always come out. He said he feels undervalued and unappreciated for the type of man that he is. A lot of men can attest to this. Women have, you know, fashioned themselves as being some type of worthy prize, no matter in what state that they're in. This is, a lot of the fault goes to men because we've allowed women to conduct themselves this way, be pretty, bring ass and head, and we all right. This man is on a goddamn streak, ain't doing nothing wrong, and this woman's still exhibiting these crazy ass behaviors. And he said he's on the verge of just getting the fuck out of there. He said he don't want to give up on her because he really loves her. I thought that was sweet. He really loves her, even despite all her faults and stuff. He say when they have good days, they're amazing days. And some of y'all can attest to this shit. But he said them bad days, they all too frequent. And he ain't even doing nothing. Ain't got no crazy baby mamas, ain't telling no dumbass lies, ain't getting his phone broken into, and this bitch finding pictures of other hoes naked as fuck. Nothing crazy going on. He say she gets on him over little stupid shit. He may not answer his phone. But it's not for any nefarious shit. Brother may be, you know, at work and shit like that. Well, innocent shit. But she'll blast off on him. She one of them type. Take everything to goddamn 10. Every little thing. If she's not getting the attention she feels that she needs to get. Because brother say he work all the time. He be tired sometimes. He just want to relax, kick back. He into sports, you know. Want to watch a little ESPN and shit like that. And she'll get upset because she'll feel as though she's not getting the attention that she deserves. A lot of women do this shit. Won't even let a man get off and decompress. You've been texting a nigga all day. Y'all been in communication all day. Give him a goddamn break without turning it into a goddamn competition where you feel like you're the one that's getting the short end of the stick. And when you feeling like you're the one that's getting the short end of the stick, like children, they may go on into their theatrics and dramatics, throwing fits, pouting, being extra, when there's nothing heavy even going on. They jump into their goddamn theatrics and dramatics. Understand, when a woman expresses herself this way, it's not going to change. You may stay with her because you love her, you care about her, and she look good as fuck, right? But that behavior isn't going to change. There isn't no talking her out of it, because you can talk her out of it. She may even apologize for it, but this is how she conducts herself when she's not getting what she wants. Women have their ways when they're not getting what they want, when they're not getting what they feel like they even deserve. And a lot of times it's attention. It's women that would justify having whole outside relationships based on attention. No matter what the man doing. It could be work related. they'll still go suck a whole nother dick and say you wasn't giving me enough attention. Bitch, I'm paying the bills. I'm bringing the money in. Y'all told me y'all wanted shit like that. I'm loyal. I ain't cheated. I ain't did nothing wrong. Y'all said this was it right here. I'm at work. But you're never here to be here when I'm alone. So I had to suck another dick. This destroys me. This will tear a man's psyche all the way down because in his mind, he's doing everything right. And some of y'all is too soft with your woman in situations like this. When I'm reading this message, it seems like this brother one of them real soft-spoken dudes. You know what I'm saying? That will apologize and shit even when he ain't wrong. Do all types of shit like that. Real soft-spoken dude. Just want to make her happy. Want to do whatever it is that he needs to do to make her happy. A lot of times you can't be that soft-spoken. I'm not telling you to be on no abusive shit. But a lot of times you cannot be just all out soft-spoken like that. You got to stand up for your motherfucking self and stick to your guns. A lot of times women will continue to repeat this behavior because we don't stick to our guns. We have a weakness for how sexy these motherfuckers are. We have a weakness for that shit. I get it. You want to go ahead and be over the, the silent treatment. You want to accept her apology because you're ready to get past it. That's how men are. They just ready to get past. And a lot of times we make a mistake and we enable this behavior because we're so ready to get past everything that we never really sit and deal with it. We just want some pussy. Right? We just want everything to be okay. Let's go get some food. So after that, I can get some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we want. We want everything to be all right. But that's a problem. Because you're overlooking a lot of shit. And behaviors and things that are happening, they aren't changing. They're not getting better. Now the frequency is up. Now she always mad. There's no consequence for her being mad, acting extra, falsely accusing you, blowing up all willy-nilly, getting on your fucking nerves. There's no consequence for any of this. None. And you have to look at that. You got to look at what you enabling. Because you're enabling that behavior. Now, brother, I know you said you love her. And you don't want to leave her. Then you need to sit down with her and have this conversation. Look, I'm 1 foot out the goddamn door. I ain't fucking with no bitches. I'm trying to work this shit out with you. But if you're not going to appreciate me and who I am, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Use profanity. Alright? Use some cuss words. It's a serious thing. This your life you deal. It's your motherfucking time. And you tired of playing. This is your time. You could be spending this shit with somebody that's going to appreciate you. Appreciate what you're doing. Let her know it's real, man. That's my advice to any brother going through this. Sit down and have that conversation. You may not want them to be out of your life, but if a woman cares about you, she'll check herself. If she cares about you. Many women will not be caring about you like that. I'm sorry, that's just the reality. You're a man, you know, she'll just figure she can just find her another one. You're disposable goods. A lot of them won't check themselves. Or a lot of them will call themselves trying, and here you are 2 years later and this bitch still acting the same way. How hard is it to try to act like you got some goddamn sense? How hard do you have to try to not get on my goddamn nerves? I'm trying to watch the game. I'm trying to play the game. I'm trying to chill. Whatever it is you into. You don't got a person, when they tell you they got to try, no. Ain't no trying. You just stop. You stop being so goddamn extra right now. It ain't no need for it. It's unwarranted. Unmerited. You gotta stand up for yourself. You have to. If you don't stand up for yourself, then you'll end up 5 years later in love, don't want to leave, but the chemistry ain't right. The interminglings ain't right. Ain't no peace. You got to have that peace, man. You got to demand that peace. So sit her down and have a real conversation with her, brother. I appreciate the message, and you feeling like I can even give you any advice on how to help with the situation. But a lot of brothers are going through what you're going through. It ain't just you. And I'm sure you probably had these conversations with other men, and men going through this shit. Motherfuckers, men don't have a safe space to go talk about shit like this. Because again, women are perfect. They ain't never doing nothing wrong. Anything they do wrong is something you did. They never wrong, they never damaged, they never have attitude problems, they never have behavioral issues, they never have emotional issues. It's always the man. So we don't really have safe spaces where you can go talk about this shit. We don't really have that. Women got these whole goddamn support groups of other women sitting around clapping up whatever dumbass shit that they do. Then justify it. Men don't really have these types of groups going on. But we should be able to come in and communicate. A lot of women out here shitting on good men. Good dudes, the ones y'all claim that y'all want and it's good, y'all still shitting on them. You're not getting on his nerves less. You done been with a bunch of fuckboys and you treat him like a fuckboy, and somebody's supposed to have sympathy for you because of what you've been through. That's bullshit. Don't nobody give a fuck what you've been through. You shouldn't be out here. I'll say it. Every time I talk about this type of shit, I'll say, you shouldn't be out here then. Don't nobody give a fuck about what happened the 10 niggas before. No one cares. Sit down. You don't get to come out here and use your dysfunctional ass relationships or dysfunctional whatever you got going on emotionally as an excuse to continue to be dysfunctional. No, it's over for that. That shit's done with. That's all the fuck I want to say though, man. I think I'm gonna make this like a boss 101 video. I feel like this video could really help out a lot of dudes, man. Even though I'm addressing one person in particular, but I feel like a lot of men go through this, man. This ain't the first message I got about no shit like this. Y'all quit stressing. Quit stressing about relationships. Once you stop stressing about them like you do, I promise you shit'll fall into place. And even if it don't fall into place, be by yourself. It's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Focus on something else. Your kids. God, Lord, listen. If nothing else in our community deserves our focus, outside of women trying to get men and men trying to get women, our kids deserve focus. They deserve all your attention anyway. So focus on that. That's how the fuck I wanted to say, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Links in the description box to donate. Follow me on social media, order a t-shirt, whatever you want to do. Links in the description box. Mad love, shout out Team Rob, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. I'm out.